okay, it cut me off, and right now I have 35 minutes to get the rest of this out, so let's get going. Like I said, it was one recipe, multiple ingredients. So eventually I had started talking to a guy, and a lot of you know that story. We were talking a lot, and eventually I decided that, before I decided that, I realized that my emotions were changing, and when my mom would talk to him, she would tell him things like, "You're bringing my daughter back, the one before all this happened, blah, blah, blah," which she was right. I was going back to who I was, but my mom and I talked about it, and we decided that I could stop seeing my therapist or psychiatrist, I don't really know, the lady I talked to. So after I stopped seeing her, it was okay for a while, and then things started to spiral down. A lot of accusations were thrown, and tears were shed, and I was going through some medical problems. I had surgery on my tailbone, so I was in pain, and school was starting, and the guy and I separated because it didn't work out. I'm over it. I don't really want to get back into it. I wish him the best of luck. I have no hard feelings, nothing like that. But that again threw me back into the pit that I was in, and I was not happy at all. It's not that I didn't want to be alive. I didn't want to be alive, and I didn't want to be dead. I wanted to, I don't know how to put it into words, really. I wanted to be alive. I didn't want to feel the way I was feeling anymore. I didn't want to die. But the thoughts were still in my head, and it's not something that I would act on. Even now, I wouldn't act on it because I know life gets better, and I know it's not an immediate it's not gonna happen right away. It takes time, and I understand that. But it was like, I don't really know how to, there's an one second. Suicidal ideation, I guess. I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't want to kill myself, but there was always that, if I was crossing the street and I got hit by a car, I wouldn't be disappointed, I guess. I just tried to find the thing that I kind of just could help describe it better, but I couldn't find it. It was, like I said, if something like that happened, I wouldn't be necessarily upset about it. I didn't want to act on it. I didn't feel like I needed to act on it. Um, so whenever I was asked, are you suicidal, I would say no, because I didn't really think that I was suicidal. I don't know where I just left off. I had to do something real quick. I'm probably gonna repeat myself, but I didn't want to kill myself. I just wouldn't be disciplined. Anyway, I knew that at the time, or before that, whenever, I don't really, my grandpa had been sick, and I had been around sick people, and I knew that, and I've had it said to me, not specifically about me, but about other people, or not other people, but just like in general statement, like as it came up in conversation, that suicide was selfish, because there were people with illnesses and diseases and stuff like that that couldn't choose to live, and I mean, they couldn't choose to live, and here people were who had the choice to be alive and they didn't want it, you know? I still don't really know where I stand on that, because I understand it's selfish because people are dying who don't want to be dying, and I also understand the mental illness side of it. As time's gone on, I've matured a lot, and I don't really know. I kind of lost my train of thought. Anyways, the me I am right now, I'm 18, I'm graduated, I have the world in front of me, and I could do whatever I want and be who I want to be, and I can honestly say right now that when I was at that point where I didn't know, I could honestly say I couldn't really picture myself at this point, at this age, doing what I've done and being who I am, you know? I've done so much more that's helped, I guess, shape me and better me into who I am, you know? I go out with friends. I have friends come over. We make homemade slip and slides. We're 18 years old, graduated, and you bet we've got a tarp for slip and slides. You know? Like, I still get those emotions though, where I get confused and I don't sleep because all I do is think and think and think, and I don't want it to be she's irresponsible, because I'm not irresponsible. I just can't get out of a funk, I guess. Lately it's been on me. It's college and a job, and college and a job, and you're an adult, and insurance and bills, and I know okay? I know I'm 18. I know I just graduated. I know the next step is college. I know. I tried to get into the colleges I wanted to, and it disagreements happened and whatever. Okay, I know that I need to get a job, and it's not lack of trying, it's me trying and not getting responses, you know? I've pretty much called anywhere within a decent range around here, and I haven't been accepted. I haven't gotten calls back. The one time I got a call back, I had a high recommendation from the chef, experiences in the kitchen, chef classes. I had my teacher tell me that she would be a reference, and it was going good, and I was really excited, and I got an email saying that I wasn't qualified enough, which I didn't really understand, because one of my other friends, I don't want to start anything, she got a call, and I remember I spent the night at her house one time, and she burned noodles. Again, not, so I didn't really understand. And you know, out here we live by the Meijer, and every time my grandma goes in there, I swear to God, she comes home and she says, Meijer's hiring, Meijer's hiring. I've applied there like 10 times, nothing. I don't really know. I want to do things, but there's no real way to do them. So I think what I'm trying to get at here is, yes, I'm still depressed. Yes, I'm trying to get over it. Yes, my family is aware. And now you guys are aware, whoever watches this. I don't really know if anybody will. We'll find out. I do miss the person I was, sort of. I really wish I hadn't given up softball, because I really loved softball, and I really, really wish I could find a team or whatever, but I haven't really been able to find one. I wish I hadn't cut off as many people as I had, but at the same time, I'm glad I did, because I know how they are, you know? I'm not scared to walk alone. I've done it before. Well, not really alone, but I felt alone. I'm not afraid to be alone. But just because I'm not afraid to be alone doesn't mean I want to. And I realize that this is all over the place, but I think I really needed to vent somehow, and I didn't really know how else to get out what I am feeling. An itch in my ear. I love my family. I really do. And I know that I fight with everybody a lot, and I fight with my best friend, Gianna, and I think the reason that her and I fight all the time is because, I don't want to say she's not mature, but we're at two different maturity levels. She's going through things that I've already been through, and I can completely say that when I give her advice about something and she doesn't take it, I get really frustrated. Now I kind of see how when I was at that level, when people gave me advice and I didn't take it and I was mad that they would get upset, I see it now. So I just want to apologize right now to anybody who ever tried to help me out, and I just kind of was like, screw you, you know? I'm actually probably not going to post this because it's wild. It is like 5:30 in the morning. The sun is coming up, and I just heard thunder. I guess I want to end this with, yes, I'm still depressed, yes, and I know I'm repeating, yes, my family knows, yes, some of my friends know. I don't want anybody who watches this to worry about me, because I'm not going to commit suicide. I'm not going to hurt myself. I have not and will not do that. No shots to anybody who has. We all cope in our own ways. I just want it to be known that there is times where I will stop talking. There is times where I will zone out, and as shown multiple times throughout the video, I do zone out. I know that there's times where I will be the most bullheaded person you will ever meet, but you do not have to worry about me doing something stupid. And I can, right now, I will come up here. I'm not going to. You do not have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me. Okay? I appreciate that you do, but just know, on my life, I don't even know what people swear on. I would say grave, but I don't have a grave. My life? Jesus? I don't... On my library? Of books? I don't know. There I go again, on a different thing. I am okay. I just want it to be known that I'm not purposely ignoring people. I'm not cutting, or I'm not cutting out people. I'm not saying I don't want to hang out because I don't, because I do, but I can't make myself do stuff. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm stuck, but all I really want is for people to understand I'm stuck, and I'm a car in a ditch in the mud. I don't want people to call a tow truck to get me out. I want people to not even want, it's just, it would be nice if every once in a while somebody would stop and try and help me push myself out, I guess. And again, it doesn't really make sense, but I'm kind of running out of time. And I'm rambling. I want to give a special thank you to my mom, because she's always had my back no matter what, even if I'm stupid and I completely mess up, and she still loves me no matter what, you know. And I can say there's times where I have completely screwed up and haven't deserved anything, and she's still right by my side. My grandparents for kind of putting up with my crap, especially because a lot of the time when they yell at me, I get angry and I yell back, but they later like pull me aside and we talk through it. And my favorite teacher, Miss Sandstrom, has helped me a lot, and she's always kind of noticed if there was something off and would like stop me as I'm leaving class or during lunch, and she'd talk to me. And Jose is a big help, especially because it's a cycle. It's a cry on cry type thing. And you know, I've had times where Jose's called me at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we just sit there, you know. Gianna, of course, even though you're a pain in my butt, girl, you need to knock it off. Like, seriously, we better fight. So yeah. Maybe I'll sort my thoughts and try this again. But for right now, it's a goodbye. Au revoir. There's another ant on my arm. Thanks for listening. I know this is kind of long, as in like over half an hour, because the other video too. So yeah, I'll see ya. Bye.